What's good? What's up? What's up, man? What's good? What's good, man? Everybody tap in, man. It's your big homie, Big Daddy, man. Get your shit together, man. Get your drinks. Get your roll up. Whatever you do, man. Get with me, man, and let's get it going, man. I wanted to tap in today about purpose and life, man. Life. Are you living? Are you living in these times? Are you living life's true purpose? Because I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me just break something down for you. Are you living life's true purpose in these times? Um, what's important to you? What's important to you? Let me start with that. In these times, in 2022, January, whatever it is, I think it's like whatever, January, whatever, 2022. In these times, are you living life's true purpose? Mm. For one, like I said, what's important to you? For two, are you grown or are you young? It depends on what stage of life you is, right? Because if you're young, you're supposed to be learning. If you're young man, young woman, you're supposed to be learning. Learning everything you can learn. Learn. And I ain't talking about college. I ain't talking about high school. I ain't talking about middle school. I'm talking about learning life. I'm talking about learning. I'm talking about watching people, paying attention to people's failures, paying attention to people's successes, paying attention to the game of life, watching other countries, watching other states, other properties, other places. Like look, paying attention to life, not just your immediate environment. Watching documentaries, looking at National Geographic, whatever you could find, books, reading autobiographies. I mean, shit like that. You have to study. In your younger years, you're only supposed to be learning and studying and building character, building your character up, building yourself up. You're not supposed to be out here chasing pussy. You're not supposed to be out here chasing dick. You're not supposed to be out here slinging iron and shooting each other. You're not supposed to be out here fighting each other because there should not be any time for a problem. If you're living for your purpose, there's no time for a problem. If you're living for your true purpose, young man or young lady, there's no time for a problem. If you're really trying to figure out what you're going to do in this world with your life that God gave you, there shouldn't be no time for no problems. Shouldn't be hanging around 20 niggas. Shouldn't be hanging around 20, five bitches, 10 to 5. You shouldn't be hanging around big groups of people unless y'all are doing some collective shit. Or you playing sports or something, okay, that's cool. You you group shit, not gangs. Homeboys and all that's fine, but you shouldn't be doing all that hanging out. That shit has nothing to do with that's gonna build your life. What's gonna happen when you're hanging out, you're gonna make a mistake or a decision that you didn't want to make because you're getting influenced by your peers. And I'm gonna just be real. Everybody is influenced by their peers. Even if you're the influencer, you're influenced by your peers because I was the influencer, but I was always trying to do the shit that I thought the people wanted me to do. I was always trying to do the shit that I thought the girls wanted to see. I grew up in those times where, I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina. I came from Colorado to Charlotte. I was a skinny, light skinned nigga in Charlotte, North Carolina, where predominantly most everybody's brown skinned black people, darker skinned black people who was really from Charlotte. The original Charlotte people, the native, they're descendants of Africans. They're the dark skinned black people. And they didn't play that shit. They just wouldn't let no light skinned nigga just in the squad like that. And he wouldn't just let no light skinned nigga around like that. Cause I never was in no gangs and shit. But I had my clique, you know what I'm saying? My friends in the neighborhood and shit like that. But but like niggas wouldn't just let you just do your thing. You had to prove yourself. So me being young and shit, I was always doing some wild shit to prove myself. Always just doing some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought that's what they wanted to see. That's what the world told me. That's what the music told me. So I understand these young niggas. I understand these young wild niggas. I understand that shit because they're not doing nothing but what the world's telling them to do. Nigga, Future, Gunner, all rapper, not Gunner, just all these modern rappers, NBA YoungBoy, all these modern niggas, just every last one of them, even the ones who fake positive like NLE Chopper, they walk them down on, yeah, walk them down, walk them down. Everybody's killing each other. Everybody's telling each other to kill each other. So you can't even really blame the young niggas out here for doing that shit, man. Everybody, they're putting guns out here with Big 30. I mean, the guns is too accessible. And I'm not talking about buying them legally, because if you go through the, let me tell you something. If you go, if you go through the legal process to buy a gun, you spend the right amount of money that it costs, and you pay for that shit straight up. You're not trying to bust nobody with that shit. You're trying to go to the range and practice with that shit. That's it. You're trying to make sure your gun works and stays running and accurate and effective and running. That's it, man. For the niggas who want to kill people. Let me just say one thing for the government. It's to the government. All you motherfuckers who want to take people's guns away and everything. The people who want to kill people and murder people with weapons, who buy the guns just for the purpose of murder, they're buying them guns on the black market. Those guns are being bought on the black market, aka or the white market. Those guns are being bought on the white market, aka the underworld. They're being sold on the white market, out of people's trunks and shit, or in people's house, out of people's houses and shit, or from whoever's bringing the guns in. And those are the guns that people put the work in with. People ain't putting work in with legal guns. If a nigga shoots somebody with a legal gun, the person deserves to get shot. And that's facts. Because the legal gun is in the house. The legal gun is on the hip. The legal gun is in the car, in the glove compartment, in the trunk, or however it's meant to be carried and transferred from place to place. There's legal laws to legal guns, and niggas are not playing with that shit. Everybody I know who got legal guns is not doing no kind of crimes with it or commit no type of ill will with their legal guns. Everybody I know, grown men, I know many a grown men who have legal guns who keep them in their house and at the places that they need to protect. So all that bullshit, government, all that bullshit where y'all are saying guns need to be controlled. No, legal guns are legal. Illegal guns need to be controlled, aka the motherfuckers like you who make them and flood them into the communities need to stop flooding them into the communities illegally. Because when I go to the store and buy my shit with an ID, ain't nothing going wrong with that gun. It's staying right where it's supposed to be. And if you or anybody else run up, I'll protect myself with my gun legally the right way that I'm supposed to. So I had to throw that in there because all that shit is it's unbelievable how they try to play with the guns and shit. But as far as purpose goes, man, uh, it, do you have a family? That's the next question. Do you have a family? Because if you don't have a family, you're a mercenary soldier that's supposed to be a soldier on the battlefield. And I'm not talking about all fighting or something like that. I'm talking about a soldier for your army, for your people, being whatever you could do for your community, for your people. You're supposed to do community work. People who don't have children are supposed to be the doctors, the nurses, uh, the single people, the solo dolo mercenaries is what I call them. They're supposed to be the people who run everything and do everything, as well as parents too, because parents got to get the bread to provide for their children. But I'm talking about the nigga who don't have no children is supposed to be a fucking scientist, botanist who could just dedicate his life to the fucking to what his field, his career. Or he should be a police detective who could dedicate his life and all his waking hours to the society and the community. That's what a mercenary, a single person should be doing. But no, we have all these single people who try to live like they're not single or want the life of a not single person, but they're a mercenary soldier, and that is confused the world. It's thrown the balance of the world off. There's a place for everybody in the world, and there's a position for everybody in the world. You know, you gotta find your purpose. You gotta find what motherfucker makes you tick, man. Me, I'm what makes me purpose. My purpose right now is brewing my children to be the next generation of Big Bad for the world, so they can take the world and make it a better place, and make make everybody they meet happier and more pleasant and more positive. If that's what the situation calls for. Or I'm gonna raise my soldiers, my boys, and my daughter to be able to defend themselves against anything and everything, and have the knowledge to know the difference between good and evil, right and wrong, so they can make proper decisions. Just, man, I'm telling you, man, everybody has a purpose, man. Mine is to put the blueprint out here, man. I'm trying to give people the blueprint, man, because y'all done fucked life up. Y'all done fucked this shit up. Y'all need to stop doing all the bullshit. You need to stop right now. Stop eating what you're eating. Stop drinking what you're drinking, and rethink everything you've been doing. You need to stop and get rewired, because a lot of y'all motherfuckers is off the hinges, you're off your rocker. You know what I mean? You're just slaves to companies, slaves to products, slaves to the system. Can't think for yourself. Can't feed yourself. Can't produce for yourself. Can't do your own hair for yourself. Can't heal yourself. Can't will for yourself. Can't build for yourself. I can do all that. I can do everything I can, boy. And it's a lot of people out here who are way more powerful and more, better than me. So this a little hope, man. I'm just trying to be a little bit of hope for y'all, man. You see that right there, right there? That's a pepper plant in that pink pot. That's a pepper plant still producing. I just plucked about 15 peppers off that plant yesterday, mid-January. Cold. It's about, man, it don't never stop. Life never stops. Better figure out how to live it, man. A lot of y'all are so off track, man. Ain't no mercy. Niggas off track, man. You don't have no purpose. And I'm talking about these motherfuckers out here who shooting women 30 times and shit. I'm talking about these boys out here who shooting each other and shit. Y'all don't have no fucking purpose. Y'all are fucking mercenary soldiers on suicide missions. Stupid idiots. All these women out here who's fucking for money. Don't y'all realize? Hold up, man. Let me close this up, man. Don't y'all realize everybody's worried about money and all this shit? Hold up. Close my shit. Everybody's worried about money and all that shit. And niggas have sold their souls for money and done the worst deplorable things in the world for money. A nigga will kill somebody for $5,000. A nigga will Swiss cheese the fuck out of somebody for fucking 2 bands, 10 bands. Like, niggas will kill each other for fucking nothing. And guess what? The money that you think you're amassing and doing something for, they're finna switch the money up on you motherfuckers. So all you motherfuckers who been working so hard and busting your ass for this money, they're finna switch the money up on y'all niggas. So what the fuck did you sell your soul for? What the fuck did you do all that sacrificing for? They're finna switch the money up on your stupid ass. And all this bread that we have and got, it won't be worth nothing, man. Man, it's your big homie, Big Bad, man. It's the Real Talk Real Shit podcast. Let me see what my baby talking about.